Good evening, uh, colleagues. This is regarding cybersecurity alignment assignment. So our bachelor's in cybersecurity track need to be aligned with National Cybersecurity Authority core and elective knowledge units. Already part of the work we have already done. We have submitted to the Cybersecurity Council, but they have raised some queries. So again, we need to recheck again this one. So what are the steps we need to perform under this process? Let me check now. When you open the Excel sheet, which is shared by the department, you will see this Excel sheet. There is a cover page. We don't require program general information and program courses. So this is where this is the first step where you have to do check your course code, whatever is assigned to you as per your there's a convener is responsible for this task. And what you do is go for your course code. Almost all, many of the courses, we have the description and the course learning outcomes, but still just cross verify. So let us say IT 460 you have. So the course name is available, description is available, and you see learning outcomes are available, and you have to see the topics also. You see here topics. These are topics. So topics are also available. So under program courses, your task is to enter course learning outcomes and topics. This you need to verify. If it is already available, it's fine. Many of them are available, but just cross verify yourself from your side. Then once it is completed, then come to the bachelor's cybersecurity track here. Come to the bachelor's cybersecurity track. So here you can observe here in the top, these are the things. These are called core knowledge units as per National Cybersecurity Authority. They are saying these are core knowledge units under bachelor's cybersecurity track. They proposed some of them. Similar to that, they have proposed some elective knowledge units. What are the CSF, everything and so on. I will share a file. Okay, that you can see it now. For example, I am trying to show it now. What are these things? Okay, so this is what we are trying to look at now. What is CSF means? Cybersecurity Foundations, Cybersecurity Design Principles, and so on like that. Just you can go to the PDF file, which will be shared to you. Okay, then you check them. Here also you can check it, but you have to click on every item, then only you can see it. For example, Cybersecurity Foundations, then CDP, Cybersecurity Design Principles, ISC, IT System Components, like that. If you press it, then only you can see it. But already I have copied and pasted in a PDF file, so you can check them. Now, what is your task is, you go to your cybersecurity track and you choose your course, which is allotted to you as a convener. That is a code, and basically if the code is not matching, your subject name that has to match. Because how do I know the subject name? You can check from here. In the program courses, this is a subject name. So you focus on the subject name, not on the code. Focus on subject name, because sometimes old code, old scheme code and new scheme mode, maybe something may be different. So don't worry. Look at this subject code. This is what is required for you as a convener. Okay. You can check from here. Then you check the code, what is available here, then come back. Go to here. You go to your course where it is available now and check where this can be mapped. This subject can be mapped under which core knowledge unit I can map it. Okay. For example, cryptography is there where I can map. I can map under advanced cryptography. Under that, I can map this 460. Somewhere else in the security also I can map them. So you can check them where I can map. So how do you go it here now? Just go from top to down. From this list, you can verify where I can map roughly directly, In that case, You click directly here where I want to go. Let us say I want to go for basic scripting and programming. Click it. So directly you go here. Then you go to your code, start mapping it. So what you have to map? Learning outcomes and also the topics you need to map compulsory. That need to be mapped. So let me show you one example. Let us say CS231 data structures. Okay. Let me show you now. So where it is mapping now, this should be mapped to, there is a core knowledge unit which is called as DST. This is called data structures. So I am clicking here now. So I got the data structures unit. So I go to my subject now. You see the tab. If I move the tab now, I cannot see these units. So you choose the unit and then move the subject, or move the code, come back, see where you want to go directly and click it. Then you go back to your subject. So let us say I am mapping to CS231 now. Okay, CS231. Go to this now. Then press this tab. Now you can start seeing the data structures description and your course description. Then these are the standard learning outcomes of this core knowledge unit, which is suggested by National Cybersecurity Authority. So that you need to check it now. So implement carbon abstract types. Where it is matching to my outcome now, you can check in the CS231 learning outcomes. It is not mapped here, so I am mapping it now. So let us say I can see here now. So because it is expanding down, so I'm trying to where I can map it now. Understand that variety of data structures like that. Data structures such as stack, queue, hash tables, and tree graphs that I mapped here now. Okay, for the first one. For the second one, implement solutions to given problem. Even for the first one, implement common abstract data types. There is a implement and evaluate some of the able to implement the insert delete operations of stacks and queues. Like that. Something I'm trying to map hash tables, linked list, and so on. Similar to that, again, come down. Differentiate between different data structures, their use, benefits, and drawbacks. Again, you choose it, which outcome can be mapped. Implement and evaluate some of the important data structures required to solve a problem. Then design specifications of required data structures based on the given needs. Suppose if you are not covering, then leave it. But if you are covering at least something, then you can mention it. Okay, students learn how to solve problems like that. Okay, that you can mention here. Then illustrates the abstraction concept and recognize abstract violations for given data structure specifications. Again, you can mention something if something is mapping to that, or implement evaluate. Same thing. Again, my outcome mapping to this 5. In this case, I am mapping 100% learning outcomes. So this is what is desired now. Because what was the committee comment was, some of them are not mapped completely. Only 10% map, 5% map. So try to map as much as you can with a specific knowledge unit. Suppose something is not mapping at all, then you cannot do anything. But try to map wherever it is possible. For example, numerical values, strings, and so on. Now here I'm coming. These are the topics starting now in my data structures units now. Look at your topics. So data design implementation, unsorted, stacks, queues, these are available here. Okay, what are my topics? You can choose yourself. Go up. Which topic is matching with numerical? You can check is anything is available here. Just you can check here. Let's say I'm discussing about general data design and implementation, algorithm analysis, growth. General I am discussing. Strings. So I have something like in these topics, I have a topic you see here now. You can check it here. Just I'm going again. Okay, let us come back. Okay, CS231, because I missed. So I got to a different unit now. Check it here. So I got the different unit. So then what you do? Just again click back here. Then again you go back to your subject. If you miss the track, then again you come down. Okay, this is where. So then again you can come down here. So again you are back. So because I missed the tab, so I'm coming back by going to the knowledge units, core knowledge units, and clicking them and coming back. Then strings we have. So something I want to map it to this one. So what I try to do is I try to map it to something like, if something is available, or just I map it to again description only. Strings, what do you mean by string, and so on. The linked list, double link, and hash tables. In my table it's available. So programming with recursion, then stacks, arrays, linked list. Okay, something is available. Array base or linked list, something is available. So I am trying to look at now. Okay, that I can map it. So similar to that again, I can come down. You can map it to arrays are available. Unsorted array based, unsorted list or arrays. Okay, that can click it, which I want. So vectors, if you cover somewhere, you try to look at now, is there anything is available here? Unsorted list, array based. Maybe, again, I may be discussing in the beginning, what do you mean by vector and so on. I may not be implementing fully. Then heaps, if you have a heap, you can mention, otherwise leave it. Queues, yes, we are implementing the queues. And you see here stacks, we are implementing the stacks. And buffers, we are not implementing, leave it. Trees, I think we are seeing some of the trees here. Just you can come down. So again, my unit is changing now. So how do we go back? Just scroll back, click data structures. Then again, you go back to your subject, CS231. Then again, you are back. So again, you go to the topic where you can map. Okay, like that, you have to map what maximum you can do it. You can map it now. Just I'm coming down. I want to map these three. Then my task will be over. So then trees, is it anything is available? Let me check now. So not available. So trees are not available. So let me come little down. Let me check now. Trees are not available. Graphs are available. Okay, which are not given here. Programming with recursion, or I think binary search trees are available. So I'm mapping them. Then we have objects. So in the beginning only you explain about objects and so on. So I'm mentioning that one. Then data formats in languages. For that also again data design and implementation. Finally, I go for categories. I don't map, so I'm leaving it now. So this is how do you map. Just maybe hardly it takes 10 minutes to map them. Only choose the knowledge unit to which your subject belongs and go to that knowledge unit, click it here. I have given you the list in the PDF file. Then click it. Then choose your subject here. From here, how do I know my code of the subject? Go to program courses. Then once this is completed, this mapping is learning outcomes and topics mapping is completed. Come back to alignment now. You see here, data structures. These are the core units. These are the core units. These are elective knowledge units. So here go to the core units. My unit is data structures. So here I'm choosing, I need to choose my subject. It's already available there. Go to the next column. Choose it like this. So let's say I'm choosing my subject like CS. Choosing my subject. CS 231. I'm choosing. Okay. Like that you have to choose it. That's all. That is your task. Once your alignment is completed, your task is over. I think you have understood. So hardly just you need to cross verify your program courses, learning outcomes and topics. Then come back to your Bachelor Cybersecurity track and make the mapping. Then come back to alignment. Where you mapped, what units you mapped, you remember them or write on a paper where you are mapping now. So sometimes you forget what you have mapped now. So which units you mapped, just to remember the names of these mappings. In the alignment tab, go to that one, choose your subject code, and from the list box, you choose it. That is your task. Okay. This is what you need to do now. Thank you.